All right, there we go. Got everything going. Everything. I got some water. I got some chaps. I got some other stuff. I also found a way to maybe potentially fix the Twitch integrated throwing system by finding another workaround that may or potentially work. I don't know. I'm hoping it works. I don't know if it will work. But yeah. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff talking. I'm going to be talking about this this past week, chat. Also, I hope you had a very wonderful Christmas for some of you out there. Now, for those that didn't, well, shit, you just got bad luck. Like, Orange Jesus was not in your favor. You know who was not in the favor of Orange Jesus? The artist. Oh, and you know, which is probably like 40% of my like community that's in here right now. Yeah. Hi guys. Yeah, you guys kind of got fucked hard. And the other part was the what is it? Oh yeah. Spoiler alert. Well, not so much spoiler alert. Yeah. Beer prices are going up. So if you're a gamer, which is like 80% of my 87% of my audience, you kind of fucked. Just as like, what? I fall into both of those. What do I do then? Oh shit. Well then, see that corner like over there on the side of your room that you never use? Now you have use for it. You can go in there and cry. That's what I did. That's literally what I did. I'm like, oh, okay, well, fuck me. I guess I'm just gonna go in into this little corner and go into a little foofball and just cry. Yeah. And that's what I did. That was not fun. It was fun for like 5 seconds, and then it immediately got less fun. On top of that, Spotify seems to have been having some issues on top of some other people having some other issues. So basically, people have been having issues throughout this whole time. We also got some stuff coming on for like some new games coming up and potential releases, as well as some shit going on with Pokimane. Yeah, this is a new segment that I'm adding into the old segment, into this new segment, which is kind of just coverage sections right here, which just we're gonna be dunking on some people doing some very stupid shit. And yeah, I'm gonna give my personal take on that too, so that's gonna be a fun little segment that we're gonna be doing. Will I regret this? Possibly. Just not right now though. Probably in the next like day I might regret it 100%. Anyway, so let's get on to this. Also, I forgot to say hello people from Twitch, people from YouTube, people from X/Twitter, and so forth and so on. So let's get right into it. Here we go. Also, for the sake of this, I will have the audio off because there is some stuff in there that I'm pretty sure we're going to get copyright striked on. So I don't want to put that out and have to deal with that. All right. All right. So let's see. We got. Let's see. We got. Okay. There we go. First off, on the Sinday Talk, Spotify. Yeah, Spotify's back. It's back and not better than ever. Why do I say that? Oh shit. Well, Spotify's music library got scraped by pirates. By, well, a pirate activist group. You know. And it's been made available on a platform called Torrent. Pretty sure I said that wrong. It includes like 86 million, oh yeah, 86 M of audio files. That's a lot of files. Spotify is currently investigating the situation, and all I can say here is like, man, I guess some of the music that you got used to, I guess you can just go on there and listen to it for free. Should you do that? Oh wait, hang on. You want me to add in something else more to that? Oh, sorry, my bad. It's just like, I mean, it's called tactically acquiring, is what I've been told, as what to say. We don't like chat. It's not pirating or stealing. It's called tactically acquiring stuff. Yeah. So I tactically acquired some of my music. You should probably find a way to tactically acquire it too. But yep, yo-ho, pirate life for me is what a lot of people are doing right now. I mean, to be fair, how prices are going, I don't blame them, and I won't blame you either. Next on the Sunday Talk, as you can see right here, there's like something right here that is probably just bringing PTSD in, and also screaming, and you're probably just screaming to the high ends of heaven and all that sorts of stuff to the four corners of the fucking globe. I don't know. Why the fuck is this on my screen? Well, this guy right here is called Hassan Piker, aka the guy who promotes terrorism on Twitch, and Twitch allows. Hi, Twitch. Hi, people from Twitch. I like the community from Twitch. Just not the people who run it. Well, some of them are cool. Some of them not so much. Those that know who are the ones that are not cool with. They know exactly who they are. But yes, Hassan Piker wants to stream less in 2026, and I found this kind of funny a little bit because Hassan's like, he's saying people like such as Asmongold, Moist Critical, and all these other influencers or small channels. I guess I find myself in that category then too. He's saying that, you know, so much. I mean, to be fair, he says so much shit that I get confused on what the fuck goes on. We have a long list of shit that he has said. Here, let me show you right now. You can't see it, but the list went around the room like 5 times, and now it's going out the door, and now went out into the street and still going out. It's a long list of bullshit that he's said. Yeah, it's I just look out the window, it's already down the street. So yeah, it's a long list. It's a long list. I'm probably not gonna see that for at least like another like week. So anyway, Hassan stated that saying as the Democrats are set out to find Joe Rogan of the left Piker. This is the Cutting Jawline series, intake empathy of immigrants and trans people, blah 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 blah, and basically saying Israel. So he wants to stream less because people like me and bigger influencers, and I honestly feel like my voice really doesn't matter because it echoes the same thing as, you know, what other people have said, like the bigger conservators saying this guy's promoting terrorism. I mean, he openly did say that he doesn't like the US despite living in the US, and then immediately contradicts himself when he says like another country's better than the US. And he basically just said the US was better by not saying the US was better. And I'm right here just like, man, imagine brain don't work. Man, I mean, my brain don't work every now and then too, but then but at least I fucking admit it. My brain does turn off every now and then, chat. You guys should be aware of that by now. I'm right here just like saying something so out of the blue, out of nowhere. It's just insane. But he is saying it's our fault because he's not doing good. I mean, to be fair, that was his fault. I mean, the caller gave free Kaya, hashtag free Kaya. You know, it's not been doing too good though for him because of this. I honestly feel like that was the kick of it, and then he just got more spotlight, and then all the other stuff that he's done with his past dogs. I'm just gonna be honest with you, as from a quote from the Legendary series. Actually, there's a lot of quotes from the Legendary series. I highly suggest you checking out the Legendary series. If you don't know what the Legendary series is, where the fuck have you been? Okay, obviously you haven't been here for a whole year, so that's, I mean, one, where the fuck did you go for a whole year? I want to go there. But yeah, it's not doing too good because he's saying like that's why he wants to stream less. People like us, Asmongold, and Moist Critical. Primarily, he's going on Asmongold. Bro literally cannot like sleep without thinking about Asmongold. Like he stubs his toe. It's Asmongold's fault. I fall asleep. It's Asmongold's fault. Actually, no. Actually, he says both. Actually, I'm gonna say that. It's like he either says Asmongold or Israel. So he always says it's both. It's always both their fault. His milk gets slightly too warm. It's both their fault. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why you have slightly warm milk, unless you warm it up. Also, that's your fault. But yeah, it's and this is CNN's like, take on exactly how he is. He's also 6'4" and jacked. Man, that's very specific right there. That's why I wanted to drop this right here, because this whole thing was like saying like all this shit right here, but CNN wrote about him. I'm like, this is a fucking joke. I gave you that context right there, so you guys know exactly what to expect. He also doesn't like anybody. If you're white, he doesn't like you. If you're black, he doesn't like you. If you're Asian, he doesn't like you. Well, I mean, right now he definitely doesn't like him because you know what happened with China and all that shit that happened over there. Yeah. So, if you're just alive, then you're minding your own business. He hates you. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, there's nothing else to say on there. But the fact that they had to throw Joe Rogan in there, I thought that was kind of funny. But this was on CNN, so I already know how CNN is. CNN's kind of fucking insane when it comes to stuff like this. I honestly feel like they could find anybody nowadays to just write random shit and get paid like a lot of money. How much money do they get paid anyway? If they get paid like 60K just to write shit like this, damn, I fucking chose the wrong job. Holy fuck. You mean I could literally just like pull shit out of my ass and just write shit and get paid 60K? I'm just throwing that number out there just, you know, as a joke. I mean, if it's more than that, I'll be fucking surprised. If it's close to that, you know, well, shit, then fuck me then. But that's the situation going on with this on. Hashtag free Kaya in the comments section if you don't like them. Next that we have on the Sinday Talk, and this is a statement from Battlefield, as well as some other studios too, from Battlefield, Call of Duty, Titanfall, Apex Legends, Star Wars: The Jedi series, so forth and so on. And it's with and this was on December 22nd. Yeah, not a good time. We are heartbroken by the loss of Vince Zappella. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that last name wrong. Anyway, a creative leader whose work to shape generations of players and help to define the modern shooter and action games could be. He worked on games such as Call of Duty, Titanfall, Apex Legends, Star Wars Jedi series, as well as guiding Battlefield when the time needed them the most. So, yeah, he was the start of a lot of stuff. So if you like, you're probably saying, "Oh my god, I haven't heard Titanfall in such a long time." Yeah, he was there. That's why the game popped off. Fortunately, it was going the same time with Battlefield, so that was more of EA's fault. Like they could have had like another like big competitor, but nope, unfortunately not. But he did get into an accident because of a reckless driver. So family, to all the Battlefield family, and I guess Call of Duty family too, since like you're in this too as well, especially Titanfall and Apex and Star Wars Jedi series enjoyers. We're all going to feel the pain on this one. From all of us here in the Pride, you know, to the family affected by them, we're very sorry for their loss. But man, like 07 right there. I was actually surprised when this happened, chat. Because you guys told me about it. So I was like, no way. I was like too busy doing something else the whole day. And then you guys told me, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was crazy. Very crazy. Just wanted to go on that little one for a short segment because this one's really fucking crazy right now. Just like, oh god. You know it. Next is Sinday Talk, and this is from First Stage Production. You're probably wondering, who's First Stage Production? Why is First Stage a production? Also, First Stage? That's a lot of questions right there. You know what happened to the last guy to answer a lot of questions? I don't know. We haven't heard from him since. Anyway, this is a termination contract of Nyx Voltaire's. Let's just say, okay, you see all those words right there? I mean, you can pause the video if you want, blah, 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 blah. Let's just say they took a page on Niji Sanji. Just like, oh yeah, wait, hang on, I haven't heard that name in a long time. What the fuck? Yeah. So they basically try to do their best to avoid the, you know, it's not our fault. It's actually his fault right there. Yeah, look at him. Look at that look. Menacing. Can't believe this shit. Fucking disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened right there. And then they terminated his contract. You know what the funny part is? I told Chet that I was applying to another agency. And I kind of waited a little bit on Limbo and gave him the runaround because I had like a gut feeling because I took like a break at that time, if you guys remember that. Yeah. Any guesses on what company that I applied to? Yeah, you know, I think I'm probably going to fucking stop taking breaks or just applying to these agencies now. Because I'm honestly not like, okay, first time I applied, it was Niji Sanji. Yeah, Chad knows the story on that one. Second time I applied to Vishojo. Whoo, man, that one was a fucking crazy one. Third time's a charm. You know, every time I do that, I take a break beforehand just to mentally prepare myself for the fucking news. I took a break mainly for like just, you know, internet as well as just you know, kind of just like I'm gonna take a little like ease off the breaking, but I also want to focus on what I was doing IRL. Yeah, but I just wanted to take a break on off the internet again, just because it was getting kind of bad. I come back and I'm like, okay, so now I'm getting back into this, and then I just see this shit. Yeah, so, and the funny part is this is around the same time frame when I usually would come back from the break. It's like, oh, okay, and then like a few weeks later, bam, something fucking crazy happens, and it's like, oh shit. Happened with Niji Sanji, happened with Bishojo, and now happened to first stage production. So first we got hit with a bomb, then an atomic bomb, and now I do not know what the fuck this is going to be. Unless the whole internet goes off, which I hope it doesn't. If it does, then chat probably knows who they're going to crucify next. That's going to be me. Yeah, since they copied from Niji Sanji, so this is not looking too good. Kind of sucks though that Nyx Voltaire got terminated because of, you know, an agency not wanting to take responsibility. That sounds very familiar, right? It's, as I said, Niji Sanji. Yeah, so they're also canceling any scheduled trips for his 3D debut in August and November 2020 without any prior notice because of the factors. Also confronting the company with his fellow talents with a threatening graduation. Basically just BS, 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 and oh, what's that? More BS. That's crazy, right? Yeah. Also, why does this keep happening to me? Like, what the fuck? The fact that I saw this, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna apply to these first stage production, and then bam. So that was my that was gonna be my secret right there. But it's a good thing I kind of had that gut feeling that I was like, you know, maybe I should not apply to that. Well, you know, man. I fucking hate my life now because I do this to myself. I'm gonna apply to this agency. Agency shows their fangs or blows up. There you go. So chat, every time I think I should just announce which agency I'm going to join, so apparently you guys can know there might be some shit going on in the background, because apparently I have that fucking luck. But again, sucks for Nyx Voltaire's you know, contract termination. Hopefully more stuff gets clarified within the future because of all this shit that happened with, you know, first stage production not taking any responsibility. So we'll keep you, you know, we'll just keep tabs on that for right now. Next that we have on the Sinday Talk, and this is from Sony. Yeah, Sony. Chef's is like, what? Oh, you were playing Sony games again? Ha ha ha. Ah, you cute little chatter, you. So cute. I'm gonna strangle you. I mean, what? Just like that. No, it's just because of what you said. But it turns out it's a fatal flaw with Sony security system. PlayStation Network accounts can be hacked even if two-factor authentication is enabled. And passkey too. What does that mean, you say? I honestly feel like you're fucked. Like that's literally it. Like everything. Yeah, like I honestly don't know what to say. Like, you know, just throw your hands up in the air and just fucking go out. You know, have your jaw open like this, and just go outside, and you're gonna be like saying, "Why?" I mean, that, like, bro, they literally are inside your house now. Like, it's like, what can you do? You can't do anything. You can't even change your password. Like, they literally will know when you change your password. They're like fucking playing Five Head now. And that also goes into the old saying, this is why I like physical copies all the time. See, I would have stayed playing Sony games or Xbox games if they still cater to the physical copies instead of doing the shit that they do now. Because you can't hack something that you already have access to. You can't hack a book, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But, you know, Sony hasn't learned. especially like from 2011. Chat remembers that one pretty well if you were there for that time, especially that. But you know the old saying, chat. You know, I honestly thought we were telling them, hey, this is what you got to do, and then we thought Sony took lessons from that. We didn't. I mean, you can, chat. You can guide a horse to water. I'm not gonna go down there, put the head of the horse in the water, and it's still refusing to drink. I'm not gonna get fucking strong. Just put up its ass and just start like sucking on it, seeing it. It will start drinking the water. I ain't fucking doing that. And is that what Sony thinks that we're trying to do? Cause like, what the fuck? Like, we tried to tell them like, okay, this is that, and they're like, we got you. We can only say so much. I'm not going to do that. I'm not sucking. I'm not doing that right there, chat. I mean, if you guys want to do it, I mean, feel free. I don't think it will work, but you could try. I'm sorry I have to use that analogy right there, but that's how I saw this. Like, a lot of people said to do it, but Sony being Sony, they find a Sony move. Yippee. And on top of more breaking news, PC prices are reported. Oh, and my god, I can't see. Cut that one. But going on from there, PC prices reportedly expected to jump up to 8% in 2026. Yeah, so you see that nice PC that's right there in the background? Yeah, you wish you could have that. You're not gonna have it. Sorry, bro. It was the game was rigged from the start. I mean, apparently, because like PC prices have just gone way fucking up because of certain stuff going on, because of RAM. I'm still under the conspiracy theory that we're probably going to be paying stuff in RAM from now on. Going on to that, adding on to that, here's the first RAM. Now, the first RAM, now SSDs, as I said, everything's going up like technology itself. And now the next gen of GPUs. As you can see right there, the WD_black SN85OX as advertised from $605, which are like, oh, that's kind of expensive, to $626.99. A $21 increase. 21? Yep, 21. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's not a good time to be if you're going to start building your PC. This is probably the worst time to actually do this. Before the fact that says that you have to limit it 2 per household is fucking insane. Just like, what? Right there, 2 per household. That's fucking insane. 2 per household. 2. Ain't no way. Chat is like, oh my god, yeah. I'm not liking the future. Future is bad. I don't like it. It's very scary. Oh, there we go. Next we have on a Sunday Talk, and this is happy holidays from to Team YouTube and everyone else. When this got put out by Kitsu. Yeah, it was not too happy though for her though. Yeah. She had a YouTube channel of almost 90k subscribers and a secondary channel which had 15k subscribers. And I have been without my AdSense accounts with 2 weeks now, as she said. Because AI has falsely flagged her account as being positive for like whatever the fuck that they disabled it for. So I don't like AI. But, there was also some other people who got hit with the same time about this too. So it was on one video in particular that was kicked it off, which, it was fair use. Anyone can use it. The content creator is pretty chill. Chat, don't even go and get your pitchforks. It was just YouTube's AI. It hit like 4 people. 3 of them have been resolved. Unfortunately for hers, it hasn't. So, see, a violation's found, so her account's been disabled. and are not eligible for any further participation in the AdSense program. Yeah, that sucks right there. But you can appeal it. Again, all of them appealed it. Kitsu, unfortunately, was still hit with nah. And you can say, well, it's the holidays, Sin. Of course, they're not going to be able to get to all of them. They got to the other three very quick, except Kitsu. Yeah, I'm not going to go into more on that right there. How stupid that is right there from YouTube. Also, we're streaming on YouTube too. Hi, YouTube. Man, no one's having a good holiday. That's fucking insane. What the fuck happened, guys? You're supposed to be wishing people happy holidays. Why is this a thing? What the fuck, guys? It can't get any more worse, right? In fact, it can't get worse, chat. Not only that Kitsu had a very bad holiday, which again, if you be sure to check her out, follow her on X/Twitter and all her other social medias, and I believe her YouTube channel might be up by the time this video gets out on the YouTube, so I highly suggest you check her out. But this one is Lil Miss Tina. So I was just like, who? Lil Miss Tina, the very cool, awesome, very sexy, badass Michael Bay explosion rigger, as well as a live 2D rigger and illustrator. Very fancy. And Chad also is probably aware of what's going on with X-Actually right now too, which we're also streaming on there too. Also, hi guys, man, see, no one's having a good time. What the fuck? You guys have one job. What the fuck? But Tina also had to give her little comments on that right there. And in quote of Lil Miss Tina, just kind of going to do like, the girly voice. I'm not good with words by any means, but fellow artists, stay strong and don't give up, please. I know whatever the algo changes, your visibility suffers. I know this site adds features you didn't ask for. I know everyone wants to share what you love and what you're so proud of for everyone else to see. I know you're sad sometimes and when your art gets buried and wonder what went wrong. I know you shouldn't focus on the numbers, but sadly we often rely on them from a corporate standpoint. But whatever happens, we'll still see them, hidden gems, who share their art and put a smile on my face and inspires me. No matter if you get 5 or 500 or 50k marks, or marks, likes. Just like if it's marks, it's something else. I'm not gonna go in more about that. But it makes people's lives brighter, and I'm proud, and you should be proud to be yourself for working so hard with things you love to enjoy. I honestly feel like that was pretty good, well said right there, Lil Miss Tina. Kind of sucks though that this happened though. Yeah, you can edit images if chat did not know. Yeah, you can edit those. Fucking insane. Who else was also not happy about this? Yeah, you're just like saying, why is Dr. Stone on here? Well, that's a very, very, very interesting question on why he's here. This is the artist right here. The artist here said he's announced that he was officially stopped posting the anime/manga illustrations on Twitter due to the newly implemented features. Basically, Grok using the AI edit image on there. So, yeah, that kind of sucks right there. So, I mean, I've seen his work every now and then, and I'm like, wow, this is fucking fire. I guess not anymore. There's a lot of people are going through them and deleting them, so... I mean, he's going by Lil Miss Tina's words and trying to stay strong as best they can. And to you lovely sons of guns out there that are artists, because I did say some majority of my community is artist. Here's a little PSA for most of you guys out there, or aspiring artists. Go into the Grok and third-party collaborators and turn everything off. That is one way that can help out and disable, it'll help out with most of those features and, just disable them. It's a little bit of a remedy fix, but there's also another fix too that'll help out with that. Just was like, what? Yeah. As you can see right here, this right here is known as Welcome to No AI Edits. Convert your images to GIFs to avoid all editing on Twitter. This gentleman right here, Quad Vision at Pro of Mantle. I don't know if I said that right. He basically showed you what you can do right there. You just go, you put your image on there, it turns it into a GIF. There you go. No one can edit it. 5 head. But yeah, just zoom in right there so you guys can see it a little bit more. That's the thing that if you're interested for any artists and are still wanting to put art in there, this is the best way so you can disable this to avoid the AI editing on Twitter. You just go to what is it? Where to see the site? No AI edits. Yeah, just search in no AI edits, and you should see a screen that just looks like this right here, and you can just put your image in, and yeah, there you go. Next on the Sinday Talk, and you're probably wondering, why is Crota here? Why are we going back to Crota? Well, you see, Destiny Rising is having the Crota Zen raid come out. Just is like, what? Yeah, it's coming out very soon. I just wanted to throw this right here. It's just for you guys. It's coming in January 2026. So look forward to that. I mean, if you're still playing Destiny. I mean, I honestly have been playing them, Destiny Rising a lot more better. I honestly think it's a lot more better. I don't know why I said better. Chad knows what I mean. My brain turned fart right there. My brain farted. Either way, if you're a big fan of Destiny Rising and you just love the stuff from Crota Zen, there you go. You can get some of the stuff one over there. Next that we have on the Sinday Talk, and this is another segment that we're going to the segment that's going to be after this, but this was more of leaks, because I like to also cover this stuff too, whenever it pops up. And this is from the new Spyro the Dragon game, leaked by a developer. Recently discovered by a YouTuber, Canadian Guy A. I'm not making fun of the Canadians, his name's Canadian Guy A. I swear to God, I better not get cancelled by the Canadians just by that name alone. If I do, I'm going to be fucking pissed. I really will be. But yeah, so this gentleman right here, that when he found it, the former Toys for Bob Donald happened to mention in his LinkedIn profile, which I honestly forget there's LinkedIn profiles, to be honest with you guys. I fucking forget that all the time. He left in it left in 2024 after serving as a concept artist for the stated Pyro and Call of Duty, where his areas of focus. He did do a little which he has deleted on his LinkedIn profile, which was noticed by a lot of people, but it did mention this new Spyro game, which was like, oh shit. So if you like Spyro, there might be something coming out with Spyro in the foreseeable future. It may not be in 2026, maybe 2027, but we'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed, for some of you, Spyro enjoyers. Because, oh man, I always hate that. It's always LinkedIn. I always forget that it exists. Now, we could probably find a lot of gems in there if we actually look. Next that we have on the Sinday Talk, and you're saying, probably thinking to yourself, Sin, why is Pokemon's cookies on your screen all of a sudden? It's a good question. Says is 4.7 out of 5 stars with 500 plus reviews, which are not botted. I can assure you on that much right there. I can guarantee you they're not botted. Guarantee you they're not botted. But there was a bit of a fiasco going on with this stuff right here. That was covered by a Scott Schaffer. I'm pretty sure I missaid that wrong, but that's his YouTube channel. He was talking about, because he was talking about, like, oh, he likes to cover all his influencer products. Pokemon's was one of them. However, you're probably thinking, like, oh, okay, well, see, look, if we click on try now, chat's just like, oh, okay, so you could get cookies. They're supposed to be healthier. Oh my god, they're out of stock. You know how long they've been out of stock for? Yeah. If you said over 4 months, guess what? You're right. You're right. It's like a little over 5 months. You're probably like, what? Yeah, so on Amazon too, they're also sold out too. If you remember the situation going on with Pokemon's cookies, which were the little mini ones that are right there on your left side of the left picture of the both pictures, the left one, the mini snack cookie, the chocolate one. I'll be honest with you. Still fucking cookie. A cookie's a cookie at the end of the day. You can paint, you can get like, lipstick to a pig. It's still a fucking pig at the end of the day, guys. Hate to break it to you. But it's supposed to be healthier. I have to put like air quotes on that. Air quotes, chat. It's supposed to be healthier. But it had a lot of controversy because it mimicked another design from another company with the exact same product. But I feel a lot of people are noticing that was like the same cookie, but they just put it in a different bag. That's why I said that thing with the pig earlier. And you're probably saying like, what, Sin, why are you dunking on this right here? Well, since they've been out for a few months, Pokemon hasn't said anything, and this company hasn't said anything too. And this is the person who did do his research on this, Scott. He said that he's been trying to get a hold of any of these cookies. He's contacted Pokemon, and he's also contacted Maya, I don't know how to say that, for any kind of questions and anything with information about the product. So far, radio silence has been all around. That's basically every fucking way that he's contacted them via, like, I don't know, like, fuck, I know he did messenger, email, I'm assuming carrier pigeon. Definitely got my my service since carrier pigeon. I'm just gonna throw that right there as advertisement. You can get a carrier pigeon rent it for like a whole year for $29.99. Comes in handy when there's no more internet. I won't be monopolizing on this shit when the internet decides to go out. If the thing I said earlier, it does happen. I'm literally gonna be a millionaire. Might want to get yours now before prices get raised up. But jokes aside, but going back to more of the serious business of what Scott was talking about, yeah, these they're always out of stock, even on Amazon too. So. And you're probably thinking like, oh, well, they probably had a lot, You're probably saying, oh, they probably had like so much stuff right there. So you see, they have to just follow up on my snacks and stuff like that. Let me close that right there. As you can see right here, the last post that they had. Okay, well, this was the last post that they had. I guess they signed out of this. Oops. But this one was like on. This was like 5 months. I think this was like before like 5 months, 4 or 5 months ago. But after that, like you would assume like, oh, there's probably a lot of, like Christmas stuff, No, so they didn't do anything. There's like nothing with the holiday season, which for most people who don't know this, because I'm still lazy to do that, and I'm also stupid. I feel like I fuck up on it, but most content creators usually go, like AdSense is like, how it is on YouTube, and it's also there's other shit stuff, blah 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 blah. That's how content creators get their, majority of their money near the holidays. Starts like November to December. That's where they get a lot of money from. Just for marketing purposes, because it's close to like lots of major holidays. You would think like, oh, well, they have something for Thanksgiving, right? Oh, well, they'll have something for Halloween. Something for Christmas and Hanukkah? Nada. Nothing, man. Silence. Like, they got locked out of their Instagram or all their socials, which I find that very hard to believe. But I think this company's gone into bankruptcy, as is what is looking like. Scott is putting that theory out there that she's not announcing it. But isn't it kind of weird that, like Coca-Cola does that too? Unfortunately, we know what Coca-Cola has done on that. But that's just one example I'm throwing out there. There's countless other examples. How come this company right here that is owned by a Pokemon did not have anything for the holidays, let alone for Halloween, November, or like December. Like October, November, December. Those are like the big holidays right there that people are always looking forward to. That's where you get majority of your money. And nothing. There's literally nothing. That's fucking insane right there. I'm just saying. She probably didn't want to cover this chat because she knew hundreds of people will be criticizing her on her failed attempt on marketing. You're probably saying, what failed attempt? Well, she did say it with the cookie right there, the mini snack cookie, the chocolate one right there, that, you know, basically a knockoff from another one. But anyway, she's like, what, you can't buy it? What, are you broke? It's like $7, you know, it's like $7 a cookie and some shit like that is what she said. Which, yeah, people did the math. That's a lot of money. So basically, you put a lot of money into one fucking cookie. That cookie better grant superpowers is what I said, if I recall. And when I saw that come out, I was like, that cookie better give you fucking superpowers for this shit. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I mean, hella disappointed. So disappointed, in fact, that, well, actually, I'm not going to even go into that. I'll just be very disappointed. But yeah, it's starting to look like that, and I won't put it past her if she says, "Look, I did like, guys, you know, I hate like probably like what's like what maybe like in the next few weeks she'll be like, or a few days she'll be like, guys, I don't want to say this, but you know, because of the issues that happened when Mina, my cookie company, came out, which was already hit with major controversy with all this stuff right there. I just gave you the one thing, you know, copying from a cookie and the saying you're broke, if you know, and all that stuff right there. There's a lot of stuff that went into that. Those are just the major two. Probably some more that I'm missing out on, but she's probably going to say it was the content creators who are against her, all the people, her anti-fans, you know, put it out there in such a negative way it could not move up in the world, and I had to shut it down. I won't put it past her to do that, but I also will find that funny that she will actually go that low to do that. Because one, there's like other like chat, like you're going into like, okay, you got Oreo, right? You got Chips Ahoy, you got Nutter Butter, you got like, I don't know, like those are the ones I usually see the most of. Animal crackers, was it those Nilla wafers or whatever the fuck they're called? I don't know, but there's like so many cookies that are out there. You're really gonna try to go into those really big name brands and attempt to like fight and kick off, you know, it's gonna be a lot more harder. You're going against steep competition right now, and then your name is literally nothing on that. It's gonna be very hard. So that's why majority of those companies either get bought out by those big ones, or they just shut down. I hate to break it to Pokimane and the rest of the chatters are probably like followers for that one. I won't be surprised if I lose like 4 or 5 people from that because they're Pokimane simps. But that's the reality. Like you're gonna go like okay, so you're gonna make like let's just not throw cookies out there. I'm gonna make some shoes. We're gonna call them Lionels. Judge is like, why? Well, that's a stupid name. I know. I'm just saying as an example. I'm gonna go and compete against Michael Jordan's, you know, Jordans, Nike, Skechers, Adidas, so many other shoe brands out there. And my shoe is going to be the best shoe there is. You know, it gives you like, you know, better you know, cushion support for your foot, for your cankles and all that kind of stuff right there, and blah 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 blah. And it has memory foam, and it just feels really nice. And it's like $700. Tetra's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, it's very fine, genuine leather. And then people start doing the comparisons. That's like, wait a minute, it's just a Michael Jordan. You just put your own fucking sticker on it. Yeah, that's essentially what happened with this right here. And then I'm just gonna say, what? You don't want to buy it? They're like, you don't want to buy Lionels? Then you just broke, man. What the fuck? Yeah, you see how bad that would go as PR press? That would be very bad. I'm just saying that as a joke. But you're also thinking about it. I just say those big major brands that people always buy. And you're throwing your hat in the ring. How do you think that's going to go? You're going against the Jordans, Nikes, you know, Adidas. Come on, like major players right there, and they own majority of the market, and you're just a little drop on that like sphere that they have. They ain't gonna do much. Especially like I mean, you could say that what happened with her, what she said, and what she did. You know, with response wise, was partially to blame for that right there. But I honestly feel like it was just already doomed to start. It was like when we came up with the idea, put it out there, lost money. There was just no way to compete against those major competitors in here when it comes to the snack. Well, the snack section of these competitors, like cookies and the pizza crackers. Also, they look like you know, I'm not going to even say that. That's just going to be a low blow right there. The fact that they also put like 7 grams of protein. That's insane. That's actually fucking insane. I don't want to say anything to that though, but yeah. They've been out for a while, and if you guys try to buy any of them, nah. But you know what you could buy if you go on Gear right now? Just is like, what? You can buy this. A snack grabber, you know, to grab the cookies that are so fucking small that you can barely, you know, you feel like you just crush them with your own fucking giant hands because the pressure will be so great. And you got this little nice projectile little thing, and you got a bag, a toad, and some other shit too. This is the one thing that they actually have a lot of, surprisingly. Everything else is sold out except this. You can get a snack grabber. That's funny. You have a snack grabber for a snack that you don't even sell because you can't sell any of them, and you're bankrupt. It's not my words. That's just how I'm seeing this as. So wait, hang on. I guess it is my words. Never mind. Yeah. So you are bankrupt. Yeah. Maybe telling people that they're broke and saying I didn't copy from somebody and not and kind of fighting back this very questionable means did not help out your defense, as you know. Again, won't be surprised, chat, if she blames a lot of people who are against her that this is the reason why her company failed, which will be funny. I will cover that if that happens. That will be fucking cinema if that fucking happens. Oh, there you go. Get that going right there. All right. Next, chat, we're on my most favorite segment of them all. Just like, what segment is that? Yeah. That little chatter right there is meanwhile on the internet. Meanwhile, on the internet, Nintendo has lost approximately 14 billion in market value in early December of 2025 due to investor concerns over the chip prices. RAM prices are also up by 41%, and the NAND up by 8%. Which is affecting prices of Nintendo Switch 2, which is why I said on last Sunday on the Sinday Talk that yeah, you want a Nintendo Switch 2, you should have got it earlier. I mean, I honestly feel like my Nintendo Switch OLED is fine, but I mean, that's just me. That's just me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Meanwhile, on the internet, probably wondering what the heck is going on over here with Marvel. That's you know, to be fair, I've been wanting to know that question for quite a while, but let's just skip to the point. Yeah, Steven Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. Just is like, what? Yeah, Just is like, yeah, you gotta wait 11 months. Josh is like, you cannot live with your own failure. Where did that bring you back to me? That is a fucking quote right there from this shit. Like, dead ass. Like, I've always said that, you know, ever since, like, you know, Was it Avengers Endgame is gonna go downhill. It did go downhill. I was not. I it just fucking went downhill. It just went fucking downhill. I was like, nah, there's no way. It proceeds to do it. I'm like, okay, well, fuck me then. Well, shit. But if you're looking forward to Avengers Doomsday, I mean, they are bringing back a lot of major players. So I mean, if you want to go check it out, I mean, why not? Will I go check it out? Possibly. Well, will I get that in probably have to watch that in Italy. Fuck, I'll have to learn how to speak Italian. Damn. So it's gonna be fun right here. Meanwhile, on the internet, Marcel's Magic and Muscles Season 3 is officially in the works, chat. Will be releasing in 2027. Finally, after like all these years and the fucking banger songs that we got from this anime, finally getting a Season 3. Let's fucking go. There we go. Meanwhile, on the internet, probably wondering, why is Midoriya's briefcase right there? Well, that's a good question. As you can see, someone made an like you know, a full replica of that briefcase right there. You know what you could put in there? Yeah, you just hold like that in there. It's not a lot. The lights were just cinematic, you know, effect on there. I was like, wait, hang on, can I have my own mech suit? Holy shit, am I gonna be like Iron Man? Wait a minute, hang on, hold the phone. Wait, hang on. Midoriya just became Iron Man. Because he has a lot of money now. No, he became Batman. Holy shit. Actually, no, because, actually, no, they both lost their parents. Fuck. Never mind. Let's just say it's either, like, Iron Man or Batman. But wait, no, they both lost their parents, but Midoriya still has... Well, Midoriya doesn't have his dad, so I guess you could say it's kind of like a blend in between both, so... Yeah. Just like, wow, I want that. Yeah. They're celebrating the announcement of the more production, and they will also be looking for this was just basically for the whole big finale. Not going to spoil it though, but yeah, it did end. A lot of people want this. Yours truly also wants it to put his own mech suit in there too. Chasha's like, you want your own mech suit? Yeah, man. Don't judge me. I have dreams, and I want to be in a mech suit. There you go. Meanwhile, on the internet, Brown Dust 2 has just put this fucking amazing fucking trailer and announcement on billboards in Japan. Man, sometimes I wish I was in Japan. And yet I'm going to Italy. Fuck! See, this is what I could have had. I could have been there looking at giant anime waifu titules, but no, I had to go to Italy and get harassed by fucking, like, my family. That is what I got. God damn it. But that looks pretty fucking cool, not gonna lie. You're in Japan, you're fucking lucky. I hate you. Meanwhile, on the internet, One Piece Season 1 will end on December 28th after 1,000 episodes and 26 years on the air. Josh is like, oh wait, what? You mean those 1,000 episodes is one fucking season? Yeah, because you know the old saying, you have to finish everything. It's in order to finish One Piece, you gotta finish it all in one piece. Yeah, that's fucking funny. I hate that. Thank you. Also, that was a joke, by the way, because Dextro did get community noted. As you can see right there, it did get community noted. It's on its 21st season. I just wanted to say that just to annoy a few of you guys, because honestly, thought that was kind of funny when they put like, oh yeah, the first season is ending. A lot of people on the internet freaked out about that. Yours truly too, because I was like, wait, hang on, they didn't have seasons? And I was like trying to like go through the memory of like all my friends that were talking about that like in fucking high school and all that shit. and middle school when they were talking about like One Piece and all that, and I was like, wait, hang on, did they have seasons? And I was like doing the, you know, like holy shit, wait, hang on, did they had seasons? And then I saw that and they were like, oh wait, hang on, okay, I probably just skipped the part where there was like seasons in there because I was just like, wait, hang on. They never said seasons. I was like trying to roll. I was like running everything back in my little noggin. And I was like, oh god, this was one whole season. Holy shit. I don't like this. This is kind of fucked right now. Nah, but it was just editor mix you know, the editor fucked up. Though this fuck up was very funny. It wasn't funny for some people because a lot of people are like, oh no, 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 no. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell my grandkids that, yeah, no, season 1 was 1,000 episodes. We're just gonna go with that. Fuck it. We're gonna start season 2, you know, 2026. Season 2 starting in 2026. That'll be another 1,000 episodes. Just is like, oh no, 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 I can't. I can't. It'll be funny. Oh, funny for me. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Let's go. But either way, it was just a typo. Oh, and there we go. Just like that, we finished. Let's go back into the just chatting side. There we go. Well, right there. Yeah. That's a good spot. But I shall conclude everything with a Sunday Talk, where we talked about everything that's happened this past week. Some good, some bad, some worse, and some very fucking bad stuff. And some repeats of history yet again. If you do enjoy what we do here on the Sunday Talk with all the little coverage that we get every now and then, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Yes, I call it subscribe. Don't judge me. To the channel. And if you want to like watch me like live when this is recorded every Sunday at 3 in the afternoon, you know, Central in the US. I don't know what the other time zones are on the top of my head for everywhere else. You know, just feel free, you know, join on Twitch. That's where I'm mostly live at anyway. Or, you know, you can just tune on YouTube too. Either way, that works fine. But I'm trying to get my YouTube build up a little bit more. So, yeah, like and subscribe would be really, really, really appreciated on that right there. You know, help feed the algorithm, so forth and so on. And if you have anything that's popped up in your feed that you want to get covered on the Sunday Talk every Sunday, Legendary Series Part 2. I just kidding. We're not trademarking that. But my series, you know, you want your stuff to be put onto it, just at me on one of my handles on Twitter, Threads, or Blue Sky, as well as joining the Discord and putting it in the news coverage section if you want to, you know, see it on there too. Discord is a little bit more easier for me to find it, but you know, adding me to also helps out as well. Other than that, guys, have a fantastic rest of your week. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye. All right, there we go. Got the thing for the YouTube video. But chat bash show concluded for today. Thank you guys so much for coming by and just lurking in and just chatting and so forth and so on. I don't think we have anyone that we can write right now. Also, it's getting stuffy in here too again, so I do want to actually turn off my PC before it blows up. Can't blame me. I mean, chat knows what happened last time. I played for like a while and it just went boom. Boom. You know? Don't like that. I think it went so bad that the water, like, you know. Yes, I have water right here, Moon. I'll drink some water. Oh, so you did that and I think they don't pick. Sounds about right. So I guess I gotta fiddle with that even more. But have a most wonderful rest of your guys. Oh my god. Have a most wonderful rest of your day, guys and gals and cubs and little cubs and baby cubs. I don't know. I'll see you guys next time. Again, I'm not going to rate anybody on Twitch. Also, I don't know if I can rate anyone on YouTube. I have not gotten that patch yet. But I'll see you guys, you know, on Monday. Look forward to the stream schedule. Be posted around like 8 I'm gonna start editing some of the stuff on this video, so this can get posted up on Tuesday. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.